Hello everybody, Jennie McGarvey here with you today for Chic Tags, showing you how I made the page Loving You is Easy. As you can see, I've started out with a patterned paper background. That's actually from the Good Tidings collection and it's called Frost. Now that's an unusual thing for me. I normally use a cardstock background, but today I wanted to challenge myself to using a patterned paper background. As you can see, I was selecting a couple of patterned papers to use as accents on this page, and those are both from Happy Place. One is called Fuzzy Sweater, and this one right here is called Bookworm. Now I'm going to trim it down to size that'll work on my page, and then go ahead and work it right into the center of the page. Now once I've got that bookworm where I think I want it, I'm going to work with my photos a little bit. The 4x6 photo I decided is a little bit too large, so I'm going to trim it down to 3.5 by 5 and see if that works a little bit better for the weight at the bottom of the page. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'll go back and trim the smaller photo as well and see that a 2.5 by 3 might work a little bit better than the original 3 by 4. Once I've got that down, I decide that I need to map these photos. So I pull out some scraps of vellum in my stash and go from there. I layer the larger photo with a plain vellum and leave that as it is, giving it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of visual interest, but not creating anything distracting from the photo. For the smaller photo, I decided that I'm going to mat it with the orange patterned paper, Fuzzy Sweater, and I'm just eyeballing it, adhering it right to the page and trimming around it. And once I've finished creating that mat, then I'm going to go ahead and use some of that gold dot Dear Lizzie vellum to double mat the photo. Now both photos are finished, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out some tags that I think work well with this page. Mini icons, mini tags, hanging tags, and the phrase labels. Now for the hanging tags, I'll go ahead and go through and find one that works well. Once I've found it, I'm just going to go ahead and tear it in half, use the top half behind the smaller photo, and then use the bottom half underneath the larger photo as well. Then I'm going to start going through the mini tags, hopefully finding a couple that'll work to make sort of a banner arrangement at the bottom of the page. Unfortunately, I only find one, so I decided to just go ahead and work with that and stick it underneath the larger photo as well. Once I'm finished with that, I'll go through and look through those phrase labels and find phrases that are perfect that go with my page. I typically like to work with odd number amounts of embellishments, 3 or 5s. However, today I found 3, which is fantastic, and the phrases work with my page. I'll place them where I think that I ultimately want them. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adhering all of my elements down to the page. Now I did adhere the larger photo already with the tape runner, but I'm going to start pulling up some of those edges and using foam squares to give that larger photo a little bit of dimension. Now once I'm finished putting the foam squares on the larger photo, I'll pull out some smaller foam squares and go to work on the phrase label as well, as it's sort of part of the photo. Once all of that is popped up, I feel like I've got it straight, it looks pretty good, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on the title work. For the title, I'm using the Good Tidings gold foil alphabet stickers, and those really provide a really nice warmth for this page. They go well with both the Happy Place collection and the Good Tidings collection, which is very nice. Fun and festive for the holidays, but like I said, the added warmth for fall photos as well. Now I'm just working with the edge of the patterned paper as my guide to keep the alphabet stickers relatively straight. though that doesn't typically bother me if they're a little bit off. Now, this is something I don't ordinarily do, keeping the title. I normally keep it all together, but here I'm splitting it up, one part of it along the side and then the other part of it along the top. The title will say Loving You is Easy. Now that's finished, and it's time to really get to work embellishing the page. Now I've used all of my paper embellishments, the tags from Chic tags, the phrases, the hang tags, the mini icons, and now I'm going to go through my own personal stash and look for some natural items like wood veneer and cork. Right here you can see I am putting down some Studio Calico wood veneer pieces in sort of an arrow shape that goes well with that bookworm paper. I'm also going to find some cork shapes by Fancy Pants Designs and add that to the page as well. I like the natural part that this adds pulling in from my outdoor page. I'm also going to add a little clothespin from Crate Paper, the Pier. It's got some gold accents, which I think work well with the alphabet stickers. However, you'll see in the future that I do remove that because it's where I end up putting my journaling. Now I'm looking for my stash for the right colors of my Mind's Eye enamel dots to go with this, to just add a little bit of extra color for this page. I wanted to find some yellow and orange and turquoise enamel dots that would go well and tie in with the colors of that bookworm paper. Once I found those, I add 4 of those to my page, just add a little bit of whimsy. Now that's completely finished and I just need to do a little bit of journaling. I just add my journaling at the bottom. As you'll see, I remove the clothespin thinking I might put it somewhere else, but I end up breaking it, so it doesn't really work out. And I hope you've enjoyed this page and you'll use the Happy Place collection from Chic Tags for your own fall pages or fun. Thank you for stopping by and have a great day.